Hello everyone, hello Vamily, and welcome to this very celebratory episode of World of Darkness News, where we are celebrating the release of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt. Probably the first AAA, big budget, multiplayer Vampire the Masquerade game that we've ever had, and we cannot wait to show you more from it. This week was very eventful. Not only we had the release, but also free trailers. All of them we're going to remind you about today and talk a little bit more about what these trailers convey. As Bloodhunt is going to cover a plenty of part of this news show, we do also have something for the community, content creators, and some fun news from Unbound. So let's dive straight into it. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt is available right now on PC and PS5 for free. You do not have to pay anything to play it, as was said multiple times by the developers. The monetization model of this game bases on vanity and on customizations. If you want to get super cool outfits, haircuts, tattoos, earrings, glasses, masks, and you name them, you can get them through the store, through the tokens, unlock them in the game, unlock them in more ways which actually do not convey money, which we're going to also mention today in this episode. But if you want to just play, if you want to play as all of the clans, unlock the whole of the map, and check out all of the cool places that developers developed in the landscape of Vampire the Masquerade Prague, you can do it for free. There are tons of Easter eggs in this game for those of you who played Vampire the Masquerade since the old days, for those of you who read V5 core book. This game has been a long time coming. We're going to start today's video showcase from the very old trailer, which we actually have seen back years ago. That was an internal trailer for the vision of the game. Some of parts of that were actually used in the V5 core book. But this game is something that we are observing this currently joins the old players of Vampire the Masquerade and the brand new players who are discovering Vampire the Masquerade through it and are using it, even if not to fight and to be super best on the battlefield, because not everyone has the skill to be able to compete with the best, then to at least try to sneak around the battles and find all the little hidden lore bits on the map and try to unlock quests and try to get more of the lore of what exactly is happening in Prague. We will reveal plenty of what is happening in Prague today with the trailers that Sharkmob has shown during this week, but there is still way more to cover. But let's start with the Vision trailer. This is something that was created back, as I mentioned, years ago to convey the concept of Bloodhunt and what this game is all about. Please let me know if you enjoy it. Well, you do know this lady now. Back in the days when we saw this trailer first, she was still in the concept phase. But the lady is, of course, Maya, that you can meet in Elysium. You can talk to her, and she will also probably give you some quests. So do meet her. She's in the big room once you enter the Elysium on the left. So you can talk to her. She looks as wonderful in the game as she looks in this trailer. As you can see, not a lot of things changed back since, I believe, 2017 when this trailer was originally made. Maya has a very similar design. Even her clothes are, still as similar to the original concept when she was made. And Prague in this, although it's a cinematic trailer, it's not an in-game trailer, it does also convey the theme that was made in this game. I remember when I was watching this trailer first, it was like, I believe a little bit before I played the game in the alpha. I was wondering, okay, sure, they want to convey this night city of Prague. They want to convey all these details, those shops and lights and neons. It turned like I was thinking it was so difficult to do, to actually make a seamless multiplayer map where so many players can play at once that will look like an actual city, just because of the amount of models and amount of lights that you have to do. But the Bloodhunt team made it wonderfully, as you probably know, or if you don't know, you can of course jump into the game for free and see it with your own eyes. I've seen a lot of people jumping in the game, even just to roleplay in the Elysium and just to basically get cool outfits and screenshot them, use them in the roleplay. So there's a lot of ways you can use the game already if you are just a Vampire the Masquerade roleplaying fan. And it being free, there's just plenty of possibilities to explore, and maybe you will also start to like the shooting, the seamless movement, and going around. As I mentioned beforehand, there is a lot of lore to uncover in the game, and this vision trailer, as much as it does show the atmosphere of the game, the whole concept more or less, the vampires in the city fighting against the Second Inquisition, that is all conveyed. But what exactly is the story? So, of course, you can uncover much more in the game, and you will be able to uncover more as the more seasons come. But I feel like this next trailer is going to give you a better glimpse, or even the best glimpse so far, from all of the marketing content released by Sharkmob so far. So let's check it out.
Beyond the thin veil of reality lies a world of darkness. You know this, my son.
Yes, Father. Unholy creatures preying on God's children, like filthy leeches on blood wounds. Our brothers found them in Prague, Father, hiding in plain sight. They're having a secret meeting in their godforsaken haven. Let me go there, Father.
Their secret meeting is no more. Deception, my son. Now, they will blame each other for a treason they could not expect.
Bloodthirsty bastards.
Indeed. And how will they react when it dawns on them that they've been deceived?
We wage war.
The Lord is our Savior, and He has shown us the way.
Bloodhunt begin.
What can I say? Do not underestimate Second Inquisition. The humans are able to meddle in Vampire World in a lot of ways, not only with their actually quite scary abilities, if you will consider True Faith available in Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, but also, in actual, ways of intel and getting to know where vampires reside, where their very important meetings are happening, and of course the very high-tech armor and weapons they have these days. So a lot of things are happening in Prague. The things that are happening are very hectic. This is happening in a quite short amount of time. Once you jump into the game is kind of like a image of a very short span of time within Prague, and you will uncover more and more as the seasons go, as more content unlocks. Of course, it's a very special night in the history of Prague. If you know more or less how Prague looks like on the map, if you've ever been to Prague, you know that the center is quite concise and can be, with the, of course, good amount of police force, quite separated from the rest of the city. So imagine that in that particular moment, the center got separated from the rest of the town. People who are stuck in, well, too bad. They are probably not going to have the best time, as they're not having the best time in the game. But within this center of Prague, after a very important meeting of Kindred happens, absolute hell breaks loose. And during this hell, when it breaks loose, it's not only a very huge risk for vampires who have to literally survive. It's like we compared it back in the days to a sinking ship. Only one person can survive because literally everyone thinks that the other have betrayed them. There is this, of course, whole plan of Camarilla trying to pin everything on the Anarchs, which we'll see how it's going to work out. But most importantly, this is the opportunity for each of the vampire on the battlefield. And that is why you are able to Diablo Rise. You are able to cause so much havoc and, fight people who might be better from you, who might be higher generation from you. We are, of course, not using generations per se when we are playing Bloodhunt, as players start from the same balanced background. But from the role-playing perspective, you are able to get more power during the chaos like this. It's like a massive Bloodhunt cold on the other side, which in this case are Anarchs, and you are able to get that power for yourself. Which, of course, every vampire is going to use that opportunity, or most vampires are going to do so, even if it comes at the loss of humanity. It doesn't matter during the nights like these. So, what does matter, of course, is there are multiple reasons why people play this game. Some are going to play it for the lore, some are going to play it because they just want to play with their friends and enjoy it in the teams of 3, or teams of 2, actually. I was playing with my friends just earlier today, and it was really fun to just, even drop in the trio game in a team of 2 and have some fun together. But some people, of course, are going to try to be the very best and challenge themselves with all of the other players who will join in the future in the ranked mode that is going to be introduced with much higher stakes and not an ability to revive yourself on the battlefield. So it's going to be just one chance to prove yourself. And of course, the final reason, which for many is a very important reason, and I understand this fully, is fashion. And fashion, because you're able to truly customize your vampire. You're able to change clothes, change tattoos, piercings, hair colors, haircuts, facial haircuts, as well as, of course, faces, skin color. So there's plenty of things you can customize in the game. And here comes the Battle Pass, which, if you are not familiar with the Battle Passes from other Battle Royale games, what Battle Pass usually means is the added monetized achievement system for the game, where you are unlocking next levels by playing the game, and with that you're unlocking more customizations. So it's kind of similar to Apex, if you've ever played it. Basically, what it means is you can play the game for free, but people who are willing to pay for the game and support the developers are getting this additional layer of, hey, if you play and if you support us this way, you're going to get more customization items. And of course, for those of you who like fashion, let's take a look at the Battle Pass contents, which is going to start tomorrow, and from tomorrow on you are able to unlock it all. Let's see. Well, isn't the song just absolutely wonderful? I do not have the song just yet, but I am definitely bugging Bloodhunt team a lot to get it out there somewhere because the song is really, really good. So yeah, not only the fashion is on point and you can get plenty of these items with the Battle Pass, but also it's quite on brand and on lore, just because, as some of you may already know from the little contents that were shared from the lore of the game during the early access, there was a very important vampire meeting. And let's just be honest, whenever you have Elysium meetings in your role-playing games, whenever there are important city Camarilla meetings that are happening in various Camarilla domains, vampires are just bringing their best fashion in, and that's just it. They're always bringing their best outfits, or the outfits they feel that are speaking the most about them. There might be a little rebel Nosferatu who's going to just come shirtless, as I do play as one shirtless Nosferatu in the game, but some are going to be dressed in wonderful gowns and super cool outfits. So yeah, this is not only very much cool to see in the game like this, but also very much up to the story, because yes, vampires would dress just however they want for the Elysium meetings, not worrying that they would stand out on the streets, because ultimately Elysium meetings are supposed to be for kindred only. This one got interrupted for some reason. And yes, we do have actually more news about Bloodhunt, which I'm going to give you a very quick rundown on, because there's a plenty that you can see on Bloodhunt page, but also on Bloodhunt social media. But one super cool feature that was also unlocked this week is the tracker network, and the tracker that was turned on for all of the players in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt if you want to check out your detailed statistics from the game. How are you doing? Which weapons are your best weapons? Which weapons make you aim the best? How are you doing in groups? How are you doing solo? And the history of all of your matches, the matches of your friends, and the matches of people you are paired with and you play against. You can check them out all on the tracker network. Just search for your nickname and you'll be able to find yourself. I did find myself, and I was very ashamed of my stats just yet. I only have 2 wins. I know that the game just released yesterday, but 2 wins. God damn it, I need more. Anyway, there's plenty of things that you can see in here when it comes to stats, and it does help if you want to get better at the game. You can check out which weapons spec in, and what is your best loadout. One more thing, of course, Battle Pass is launching tomorrow, so today you can still play in this casual mode. Bloodhunt mode is on, which is actually super good for new players, because now, if you did play early access, it wasn't available during that time, but now in the Bloodhunt mode, you are able to respawn, which is great, and not only once, by the way. So if you jump into the game and you get killed in the battlefield early on, you are able to respawn after 10 seconds. So you can just jump right into the same game, maybe get a revenge on the person that killed you, and especially because you respawn with a better weapon immediately. But remember about this, because a lot of people forget, once you respawn, you can get another respawn if you drink someone of red resonance. So I do recommend, honestly, if you're a starting player, if you're just beginning your game, you're not very good at shooting, but you want to play the most, then after you get killed, after you respawn, immediately use your heightened senses, get away from the battlefield where you know that people are, and try to find red resonance on the streets. Try to find humans that are glowing red, drink that blood, and you will be able to get up again, which is super cool. You're not able to get up again at the very end of the match, so if you get to top 5, top 3, unfortunately that function is locked, because that wouldn't be fair anymore. But beforehand, you can just basically get as many respawns as you want by drinking humans. You can only get 1 respawn on you at once, but once you die, find another human, then die, find another human, and you can survive a lot. So it's super cool feature for people who are not as good as Battle Royales, but want to survive until the end of the match and see what happens, and that's super cool. All right, yeah, I really recommend this one. I haven't seen this option in any Battle Royale so far. I've played it plenty. But this is the first time I see something like this, and it really helps a lot. It's a very casual, fun mode. And also, for those of you who are playing on controller, PC has a full controller support. My friend Jimmy was was playing with me from the Paradox office, he really liked playing on the controller. Then we also have the controller support, of course, on PS5, which has all of those amazing additional features. I haven't played on the PS5 controller yet, so I cannot tell you how it works exactly, but you can check out videos online about all of the features included. And when you are a PS5 player, you can opt out from crossplay. So if you feel like PC players are basically very good and they seem to be killing you in every match, then you can opt out and you can play only against other console players. I've seen some people that were killing me from consoles. I actually did suffer losses from console players aplenty, and I play on PC. So I do enjoy crossplay aplenty, and I see that there must be balance if I'm killed by the console players. But if you're on console and if you really want to be safe, you can opt out of crossplay. All right, let's jump on to further news, still about Bloodhunt, but we're going to go to Unbound in just a second. So first of all, you can get more content in-game and more customization and more outfits by just watching Twitch, which is really cool. Sharp announced the Twitch Drops program, which there is a calendar on the bloodhunt.com site. You can actually check out when the new drops happen. Yesterday there was a gameplay stream that they did from the office with free players from Sharkmob, and if you watch that stream for half an hour, you could get this really cool golden jacket, which I did, and I am sporting it right now on my Nosferatu. So there are more items which are going to be dropped soon. So the next streams are going to have this white hoodie, there's going to be glasses as well. So if you just watch the stream, support Checkmob devs this way, they are going to give back by getting you some items in game. So that's pretty cool. It's just a free item that you can wear. To do that, it's very simple. You just have to log in to your account on bloodhunt.com and connect your account with Twitch. Nothing else. Once this drops, it's going to automatically appear in your game. It happened to me today. I checked in the game and I had my jacket, so you can definitely do that and get some stuff. And if you are a Twitch streamer, there is an Bloodhunt Inner Circle in the community content program highlighted on the website of Bloodhunt. If you will go to the Bloodhunt website, check out community, you can get to the community content program where they talk about the Inner Circle. And that's a program from the influencers for Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers. If you are making any Bloodhunt related content, if you have social media, that doesn't have to have a lot of followers. You don't have to have a lot of people watching this content. You can jump in straight away and be a part of the official content creator program. They do have various tiers. So for example, from completely starting influencers who do not have followers or concurrent viewers just yet, to smaller influencers from 20 plus concurrents, I believe, then for bigger ones for 100, and then the biggest ones as well. So there are separated tiers. On each tier you do get something from the Sharkmob devs, so you can jump in, send them the message and check it out. It's something that Bloodhunt devs are always very clear about. They want to support their content creators and they want to basically give back to people who are supporting this community. There's a lot of people who are focusing on Bloodhunt currently on their social media and on their streams and YouTube, which is amazing. It's so cool to see. And if you want to jump in, no matter how many followers or concurrent viewers you have, you can do it and get on one of these tiers for the Inner Circle. I know it sounds like a cult, like, you know, I'm very happy as a minister that there are probably setites behind this, but there are very cool setites which are going to give you cool swag if you join. So please do check out Bloodhunt Inner Circle on their main page. And in the meantime, let's jump into the news about Unbound. World of Darkness Unbound was announced last week. To give you a reminder, Unbound is the program in which anyone can make Vampire the Masquerade game and monetize it. So it's not only like in Vampire Jam where you have set amount of time, only 1 month in which you can make a game and then you have to release it for free. No, World of Darkness Unbound actually opens this idea up to every indie developer and a team as well. If you have a development team or a studio and you want to participate, you can make your game and monetize it on itch.io. So that's the platform we're working on with this, because it's a platform very much open for the starting developers where they can set up their own cut to the platform. So that means more revenue goes to you. World of Darkness Unbound was announced last week with 6 games, and since then we got 6 more games joining. All of them are Vampire Jam members because, of course, 1 week is very little to make a game, but already we got some really cool games joining from various different genres. To give you an example, we got Shadowplay, which is a game that portrays historical World of Darkness events in the form of shadow theater, shadow puppets. Looks amazing. It's a turn-based game. And then you have Gangrel, which is a visual novel based on the photography made by the author. And of course, Gangrel, the title, is going to give you a little hint about what this game is about. Then you have Vampire Outcast, which is a super interesting visual novel with 3 different characters of clans Salubri, Ravenous, and La Sombra, outcasts from the regular vampire world, which are exploring the story from 3 different perspectives. Then you have Waning Crescent, which was the 3rd place of our Vampire Jam, one of my most beloved games from the whole jam, the visual novel about the Finn blood in Budapest, who is going for the Camarilla court and has to survive branding, has to know who to trust in the court. If you like Finn bloods, I love Finn bloods myself, then you will for sure enjoy this very well written, beautifully drawn game. Then The Prince of Nothing, which is one of my absolute favorites with Hadi. We love this game. We played it on stream, and the chat also said that it's one of the best games from the whole jam. That's a parody game. It's actually a comedy game about a Nosferatu who suddenly becomes a prince, and he's very happy about that. So if you want to get some fully voice-acted parody Vampire the Masquerade game, which is absolutely hilarious, The Prince of Nothing is perfect for you. And then we also have Vampire: A Crown of Thorns, which is a retro game and has a very much of a retro feel. It's turn-based, or actually like tick-based. So you basically move around in ticks while other creatures in this very pixelated environment are trying to get you. And it's set around the convention of thorns, where you are trying to make sure that the convention happens. Super cool games, tons of different genres and styles. You can get them all on worldofdarkness.itch.io, and we are waiting more games to join the program. Again, if you want to try your own luck in making a game and monetizing it on itch, we are allowing to do that right now. We've opened the IP in order to make developers join. If you want to, this is something that we're super happy with, that we're able to get more people on board. All right, and with that in mind, we do have a plenty of content to show you from community, so I'm going to join Hadi and see if she is awaiting me in our room. Hello, Hadi. I think Hadi is awaiting. Hello. Can you hear me?
And you look amazing today.
No, you look amazing. I'm going to actually show you to everyone just now. I hope that you will be visible. You are visible. Oh no, wait, that's the old content. No, that's the old, no. I was actually accidentally had our old stream plugged in.
I see that.
That's perfect. I have you on right now. Perfect. All right. Sorry for that. It's a little blast from the past, but we are here. All right. Hadi, how was your week? And how did you enjoy yesterday's release of Bloodhunt?
Oh, I've been really enjoying watching all of the trying to catch up on Twitch streams and lots of TikTok videos of people playing Bloodhunt. It's been fantastic.
Yes.
Really enjoyed it.
I've been just, browsing Discord and Twitch and all the places all day yesterday and today as well, because I couldn't get enough.
Yeah, I know.
But now we do have actually a new category in Vamily Spotlight where we are going to cover Bloodhunt content, but we are going to start with non-Bloodhunt content. What do we have here today, Hadi?
We have quite a lot. The family was very, very busy this week. So first we have LARPing Katie Cat,
Wow.
who went to a LARP called The Night on Elysium and obviously played a Nosferatu, or portrayed a Nosferatu, however you want to put it.
That's wonderful. The Night on Elysium offered art and culture aplenty. Belle, who is someone who enjoys everything beautiful, had a great time, until the room became a bit too stuffed with people. Crowds easily overwhelmed this nervous little warren dweller, but she is coming out from her shell more and more. Finding kindred spirits, no pun intended, Interrogator and Bruja alike. It was a night both me and Belle will treasure for a long time. That's so beautiful!
I can't imagine the whatever liquid latex on your face for long periods of time, but that's dedication.
It is. Absolutely, and it looks great. I love the 20s style.
If they're Flapper Girl.
Yeah, Flapper Girl that she's sporting. It looks great, and yet again proving that Nosferatu can absolutely look great, and she totally does.
I think it's established now that Nosferatu are their most romanceable clan, right?
It is. We always repeat it, but like it's not established already, but it absolutely is. What about non-binary artists? That's a cool nickname.
So this is someone on Tumblr that I've actually been just sort of following along. They've just recently discovered Bloodlines, and I just thought it was really funny, this particular one, because they also watch LA by Night.
Hmm.
So I think they saw LA by Night first and then checked out Bloodlines.
Hmm.
And it just said female Bruja should get to use celerity without breaking the masquerade. I'm a pale looking alt chick in a beanie in LA at night. People would just assume I'm late to a slam poetry meeting or something. That's why I'm running so fast. And it's just probably my favorite of all of their hot takes as they've been going through LA by Night and Bloodlines.
I need to follow them right now and check out more hot takes. There's nothing I love more than people who discover Bloodlines now in this day of age, because they have such different observations than we did. It's like playing the game anew. It's like this is probably the only way for me to experience the game for the first time again, just because we've played it for so many times. But
I highly recommend following someone who's come from LA by Night to Bloodlines. It's a very
Yes.
unique experience.
yes, I did watch the stream of the admin of Seattle by Night Discord, Galador Fiore on Twitch. She was playing Bloodlines for the first time after reading V5 books. So all of her knowledge came from V5. And then she was playing Bloodlines. And then she was like, oh, so this is like resonances. I was like, no. So I had to explain her everything anew, which is really, really interesting. And yeah, it's great. I love this. And I'm going to totally follow this person to get to know more. Oh, this is so beautiful. Hannah Soria.
I can't stop drawing this vampire lady. She's an NPC for a VTM session. I can't reveal her name or her clan yet,
Wow.
which I thought was a nice air of mystery. And I thought you could try and figure out which clan you think she is. Not that it's easy to do that,
It's not.
unless they're Nosferatu, maybe.
No, but whenever I see violet and dark blues, I'm a color person, so I think La Sombra. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But she's gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah. You said to me the other day that now you think Bruja. Was it Bruja that you think of that color scheme that could work?
Pink. I like fuchsia
pink,
pink,
that's
like
what it was.
super, like screaming pink, or Barbie pink. You know, like that. That's what I think Bruja is embodying more and more in my head. Currently.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
always go
cool.
La Sombra. It's La Sombra for me.
I just saw what you added on the right, and I just gasped. Okay, Mia Asmat.
So, as another person you should follow on Tumblr
Yes.
is this person who absolutely loves Beckett and draws Beckett
see that.
and their original character in all
Yes.
sorts of romantic ways. Let's put it that way.
Of course,
And at the
yes.
bottom it says, "I am very normal about this man."
Okay, so I admit I had the biggest crush on Beckett the first time I played Bloodlines. So
I still have the biggest crush on Beckett.
actually I don't. Like that's the thing. Like I used to love him so much back when I was a teenager, but I used to be very much into these like wise ass guys, like super smart guys who are like too smart for their own good. You know, like as I age, the more I age, I'm like, and I played this game. I'm like, you wise ass, you're trying to like rub this knowledge into my face, like, oh, you're so smart. You know, I started to dislike him, but he's still, you know, I have a soft spot in my heart for the big smelly coat guy for some reason.
I have this thing where like, you better stop being so mean to me or I'm gonna fall in love with you.
Oh no, this is beautiful. I love this. And also the fact that there are two versions, one is like without the blood and the other is with shared blood, is just beautiful. Lovely.
Yeah, there's so I again, if you're a big Beckett fan person as I am, Miasmat on Tumblr has so many.
I'm going to follow Miasmat, and I'm afraid I'm going to relieve my childhood love for Beckett, and I'm going to go back to my old bad ways. But that's okay. That's fine. That's so
Do
cool.
it.
I'll do it. What about MQ Nerds?
This is all for This is all for you. I actually brought this up to you a few days ago.
Oh, I see. Oh, it was an evening to remember. Photo by Oto Photo. Event is Szczecin by night, and that is actually a really huge and amazing looking LARP in Szczecin in Poland. And Hadi did send me the link to this LARP, which looks just like the page for this LARP looks so good.
It does.
I've never actually heard about it before for some reason, so I felt very guilty. But this looks great, and the photos from this LARP look just completely on point. So if you're in Poland, do check out Szczecin by Night. That's not an official LARP, but that's a fun LARP in Szczecin, Poland that looks super pro, like really, really pro.
Yeah. I remember sending you the link, and I'm just like, "Help! Is this in Poland?"
Yes, it is in Poland because if you see S, Z, C, Z together, the only language that thinks it's normal is Polish. So
Well, see, I wouldn't know that, so that's why I wanted to ask you. You would
yes,
know.
we are the only people who think saying shh is normal. So that's just Polish
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, hello Alice, look at this. Look at this. It's
so
a list.
I just had I had to put this up. One, because Elise looks amazing.
Yes.
They have the mutton chops and the pin and the outfit. And two, this is actually a photo taken after a Regency one-shot that I ran for Elise and a couple of other people privately. And it was absolutely fantastic. If you would like to read what Elise wrote.
Yes, of course. Let's read them. I played my first Smitsi, Jean Belle Dumont, a gentleman thief in London at the height of the Regency era. The night kicked off with a lavish party at Prince George IV's mansion. The good prince has wine, drink, even exotic zebra. The soon turned into a scramble to stop a Masquerade breaking publication and avoid the hunters at once. We were ending night by sneaking into the prince's chambers, revealing the crown jewels and swallowing them. Wait, what?
Yes.
Filling up on jewels, Jean escaped the night, riding atop one of the zebras, now named Stripe. What?
And Jean literally said, "If I lick the zebra, it's my zebra," and he did, and then he took it.
Can you, Miss Storyteller, can you please explain what swallowing the crown jewels means? Is that literal swallowing of the crown jewels?
Well, Jean, literal, yes, but Jean is a Smitsi, so basically, Jean was just holding on to them within his person until he got home.
I see. Okay, that's perfect. Looks great. I loved the idea of themed Vampire the Masquerade session. I know that you are an expert in it. You've done plenty.
Yeah, it's sort of my niche now, isn't it?
Yes, and this one was inspired by Bridgerton, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Perfect. It sounds great. I feel so bad that I wasn't able to join, but I really hope...
you were busy doing important adult things.
I know, but I still I really want to play Regency Vampires. Maybe one day again.
Yeah.
All right. What's happening with Tutu Who?
Tutu Who is back doing vampire content. They took a break to do Witcher content, but now they are back.
Let me see.
And it's a glorious return.
Checking out the source.
You think I'm scared of death? I've done it 1,000,000 times. I'm fucking great at it.
Damn.
How many times have you died? You think I'm scared?
This is like Queen of the Damned stuff. Like this is so good. Oh wow,
Yes.
I have chills.
I'll tell Laura that you called her Queen of the Damned.
Yes, no, absolutely. Please do, totally. And Andrea Paint. We are featuring a lot with Andrea. Is just doing such an amazing paintings and drawings of Vampire the Masquerade. This time not from Vamptober, actually.
Yeah, but she's finally finished Vamptober and now
Yes.
actually painting characters of her own again.
Perfect.
So I'm so happy.
It's been a while since I painted my own character. My Malkavina. I love this. Painter, Rain, in a self-portrait. That's beautiful. I love this.
I love the color scheme and the purple and the sort of spiral in the background.
I do. The subtle halo. It's like a halo or a
See,
spiral.
only you would see. That's why I bring these things to you for you to then tell me what they mean. Of course, it's a halo. I see it now.
It could be both a spiral or a halo. And I think both are just like a really cool meaning. We have a TikTok duet from Mr. Adelaide and what it's like playing VTM. Let me check it out.
Right. reach down really quickly, grab a rock, throw it at the van, and yell "fuck cops" really loud.
I don't see why you can't.
I reach down really quickly, grab a rock, throw it
So
at the
they're literally using the audio from LA by Night.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And yeah, we do see a lot of recreations of that on TikTok. People taking the audio from clips that Harry is posting on TikTok or other people are posting and just role playing that themselves. That's so good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes. Look at this Nosferatu Girl by Kaminari Taimei.
Yeah, this is my first time finding something on Reddit. I do check all available social medias all week long, every week. And this is Nosferatu Girl. And in the comments of this, everyone was saying, okay, now I believe that a Nosferatu could be a siren. I had no idea that that was a conversation that people were having, that they couldn't make a Nosferatu with a siren predator type.
Of course they can. Absolutely,
Yeah.
you do. And it's like, I feel like with the proper amount of course, I can say makeup, but also, you can just dress yourself super well. You can, not be in the broad daylight, of course, and like super harsh lights, but in the more dimmed nightclubs in darkness where people will just be able to see your eyes. You are not masquerade breaching by default. You are just repulsively ugly. And I still think that people who are, repulsively ugly in, this kind of like areas and in this atmosphere and with proper preparation can definitely do what sirens can do. Like it doesn't matter really how you look as long as you prepare correctly for that. Right?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, I've had Nosferatu scene queens in my game, and I'm like, absolutely.
Oh, Snake Queens would be even easier, right? Because
I think so, yeah.
yeah, but Siren, I feel like definitely you can do that. It's maybe not like you wouldn't be able to do it in like like great reflectors on your face. You are in a like very huge light. Everyone can see every single pore on your face, and you are trying to only based on your appearance. But I feel like you can definitely do some shenanigans to make this happen. So.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't even a conversation I was aware of that was happening within the community.
Yeah.
And now I really want to like do something where I have a Nosferatu siren like at the forefront of some game that I run or something.
Yeah.
Because I want people to see that it's totally possible.
It's great. I feel like in general showcasing different aspects of different clans and characters and how to play VTM differently could be a really cool, like even a short TikTok series where it's being shown in a variety of ways. All right, let's check out what's happening this week on Storyteller's Vault.
On Storyteller's Vault, well, I came across this one this week, Corrupting Influence,
Mm-hmm.
and I really liked it because it actually like goes into more in depth of certain backgrounds of the influence background that you can have,
I
and
see.
it's using inspired by Mind's Eye Theater categories, which I also really liked.
I see. So corrupting influence is a set of 16 lore sheets, which replaces influence as a background. In this way, influence over the kind becomes a set of useful abilities, customized to a specific subculture or set of institutions. And examples are bureaucracy, business, church, finance, health, high society, industry, legal, media, occult, police, political, street, transportation, underworld, and the university. That's so cool. And so usable in the game as well if you want to get in depth into merits and get very, like just maybe completely tie a background of your character to the influence in a particular field. I think that's super useful.
It's something I always try and do when my players give me their sheets is I absolutely look at their background, their merits, and try and incorporate into as well as their own backstories, incorporate everything as I possibly can into the story.
Yeah. That sounds really nice. I feel like it really expands what you have already in the merits. And if you feel like you need to expand the influence more and get more in depth into that, ask your storyteller if you can use this one, because that sounds super cool. All right, let's check it out in the here in LA by Night.
And
Yes.
oh, yes,
Sorry,
okay.
I'm just getting some Slack notifications. Sorry, I'm disabling this, so I'm not going to hear it. All right, Freakcore, check it out.
Freecore has been putting out some amazing work these past few weeks, and their latest creation is, of course, Nellie G, or Cynthia Marie as Nellie G in LA by Night.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's actually made with the pastel chalks, which is the traditional way of drawing, which is always way more difficult than digital art. And I love when people are using traditional mediums to draw it.
It reminds me of a Demi Daya who did a lot of that.
Yeah,
They had their showcase and things.
it's gorgeous. I love the shadow, love the expression. It's just very like it has secrets in it, which I love. It's beautiful.
Her hair is full of secrets.
Yes. What about the rushing river?
Again, I'm always looking at the LA by Night tags. I have that saved everywhere on all my social medias. And this one, I wish I could. Sums up everything that I see about LA by Night. I just finished the first season, and I am in love with Jasper Send Help. That could literally describe every single TikTok
Yes.
that I've ever put out for you guys. So.
It's beautiful. And we have Jasper here too from
Yes.
Ida Sketches.
Yep, this is just a beginning sketch or back to where I left off.
This is beautiful.
And of course he looks beautiful.
Of course, as
always.
usual, because he's so pretty. And I mean, we are just getting more and more fans of Jasper on TikTok. The more content we put on, of course, I feel like Taliesin is very close second currently on our TikTok, and he's getting a lot of love as well. But Jasper is definitely just the heart stoppers. Understandable.
The heart of VTM talk.
Yes. And now let's head on to the really cool VTM Bloodhunt section that we've prepared for you today. Of course, it's quite big just because we want to celebrate the first week. Starting from your content. So please do let us know what you brought to us today.
Okay. Well, the first tier, again, I've been just looking at so much Bloodhunt stuff and, so excited to see people excited, right? And this one just caught my attention because of the caption. It's a vibe.
It is
and it definitely is.
Yes. And speaking of fashion, we do also have the fashion highlights of the week that I've put in there. I just wanted to pick out some really cool customization effort that someone just made a really cool looking character. And here on the right, I've added Cody from Discord with his, I believe it's a muse. Yes, it's a muse.
Yes.
With super cool tattoos. And this outfit is currently available in the store. So I think it's a seasonal actually. So it might be coming back as well. I saw it yesterday and it's still available today to obtain with the tokens. And it's just, it's so wonderful. It's revealing
so
in all the possible ways, which is great. And I live for it. All right. And you also added some clip from YouTube.
From TikTok.
Yeah, from TikTok, sorry. Andy Slaps, let's check it out.
A streamer ruined my subscribers game.
What we're gonna do.
You gotta kill the dude who killed me.
What's his name, Stu? Who's the guy that killed you? Psychotic TV? Alright. Alright, chat. Let's see if I can avenge my follower here.
Avenge the follower.
Is this Psychotic TV? Ain't nobody kills a member of the Slap Squad.
That's the man.
That was Psychotic. I killed Psychotic. Come here, boy. I got you, brother.
That's so nice. That's so nice of him.
Because most of them are compilations of just like really awesome kills over and over and over again. And this one was like avenging one of my followers. And I was like, oh,
that's cute. I very often do that with my team. When someone kills my team, I just want to like immediately go back and kill them. And then I die myself. So it's a bad idea. Usually when your team dies, just go to the rest point instead of trying to avenge them. But if you really want to avenge them, you can also do this. And speaking of avenging people, just very quickly, who would win? The Inquisition or one spiky boy?
I mean, I have to go with one spiky bat because I've seen the spiky bat being used.
Spiky bat is great. I'm not sure if it's great against the Inquisition. I wouldn't actually go against the Inquisition with a melee only. I usually just attack them from a distance with a crossbow. But if you are really ballsy, you can definitely try to get one spiky
That's the
boy.
way you'd want to go out, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe that's a better way to put it.
And now some wholesome material coming back from Avenging Follower to people who are just enjoying their time in Elysium, starting from Damien.
We sort of both put them really close to each other as well, which I love.
Yes.
you all made something very special. Much love, and that is a person just hanging out with their coterie in Elysium.
It's
I
so
love that.
cute. You know what's the cutest? When the early access was stopping and everyone knew that it's going to be the last hour, people would just
Yeah.
like either clap in Elysium, just everyone was just like using clapping emoji, or they were just sitting around and just chilling and vibing.
Or just having a little private dance party.
Yeah, and speaking
Yeah.
of that, there's also like it's not only a team because you can only have teams of 3, so someone joined, or actually someone is solo in here, and people are just chilling on the bed in Elysium.
And one of them's a naked Nosferatu because you need one of those.
Of course, you always have,
Nosferatu nudist.
you need to have a nude Sferatu in your team, like that's a given. And I just love these moments in Elysium where you can chill with people and have some fun. Speaking of Nosferatu. Me and my Hemo homies on their way to Custos after doing well in Prague. He's such a great dad from Midu Arts.
I love that.
I'm going to show the nickname. This Nosferatu is basically me. So when I see this, I personalize with this image. It's
Having watched you play multiple games, that is correct.
it's just me. And I love how they even drew the items exactly how they look in the game. The hoodie, the jackets, it's just exactly how it looks there. It's beautiful. And then we have Stella from Discord. Actually, the artist name is Silverin, but they go on Discord as Stella with their Vandal character.
That
so this
is gorgeous.
I know, right? So they play as Vandal. And again, this is exactly how the items look in the game. The piercings and the tattoo is taken straight from the customization options in the game. So it's beautiful.
Are the blades serrated?
This one is, I think it's one of the two the double blades. How they're called? Scourge blades. That's the name.
Scourge blades. I couldn't
Yes.
think of what it was called either, but I didn't know they were serrated.
They
Oh,
are.
that's even worse.
Yes,
Ouch.
they have those like spikes that you can find with them. It's amazing. All right, and here it's something for you. You can read it if you want to. People are coming up with their own concepts for clans in Bloodhunt, and this is really cool.
So Bloodhunt Samitsi Keeper. Bolster your own defenses and shelter your allies with your gracious hospitality and dark powers. Roll tank support, clan power, chiropter, and flight. Briefly sprout the great wings of a bat and launch yourself skywards. Yes. Passive, Cocoon. When down, the keeper covers themselves in a protective chitin, granting bonus armor. Downed allies near the keeper gain passive defense and are revived faster. Archetype power, Knight of Bone. Reinforce your body with armor of hardened bone, granting additional bonus armor. Effect persists for 20 seconds or until destroyed. If destroyed, the armor explodes into shrapnel that damages nearby enemies. That's amazing.
Let me just say, it wouldn't be very balanced. That would be super OP.
No, it doesn't sound balanced at all. That's why I like it so much.
Very OP, but it doesn't matter because it's super cool. And I love people coming up with their ideas of how they would like to see their clans, their favorite clans in Bloodhunt. If you have your own idea, please submit it on Discord because we love these. We love saying that. It's so cool. All right, actually, I think we went through everything, didn't we?
That is everything, yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, that went fast. But thank you so much, Hadi, for joining me today. That was super fun. And I hope to see you in the future playing Bloodhunt with me. Because
I would love to.
Yes, I'm going to steal you to play some Bloodhunt for sure. All right, thank you and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
A little hiccup, but we're back in here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today for What News. And do try out Bloodhunt because it's free and you can download it right now from Steam or from PlayStation 5 if you want to. You don't have to play anything. There's a Founders package that was available on PS5, which had additional items, but you don't have to get it in order to play. So yeah, I really hope to find you in Prague and maybe suffer diablerie from your hands, or maybe commit diablerie upon you, because that will be very fun. In the meantime, if you're watching us live, do join us for the questions part at the very end of the stream, and I am going to log off from YouTube version until next week. See you there, and goodbye.